Now the moment you've all been waiting for. It's time for the Easy Kane Show.
Let's go get our money back. Yeah.
Watching you.
You can.
We can't all be nice girls.
They just don't give up, do they?
You thought this was gonna be a street fight.
Is that a torpedo?
Take the wheel.
What? This is crazy!
Alright, you get style points for that one.
Ladies and gentlemen,
welcome back to the Easy Kane Show. We are going to talk about the month of April. Finally, the spring, winter movie season, whatever you want to call it, is over. Thank goodness, because I'm ready for some fun summer movies.
I want some good movies too.
I mean, I'll take both, but I'm ready to go, just shove some popcorn in my mouth and watch some Transformers. Anyways, let's talk about our best and worst of April first. I'll go first. My pick for the best is Gifted. I think that's your pick as well.
It was a really cool movie. It was great to see Mark Webb come back to this really small indie style movie. We get all these big blockbusters, like we're getting our Guardians of the Galaxy next week, or King Arthur. And it was nice to go back into a little small, like, indie-style movie. It's great to see Mark Webb come back after that horrendous ride that was Amazing Spider-Man 2. I mean, I don't blame Mark Webb. I blame more of Sony on that part. And I really liked the movie. Chris Evans was good. I really liked the little girl. I thought she was a really cool child actor, because you never know how a child actor is going to be. I really enjoyed Gifted. It was a very sweet movie, and I love sweet movies like that.
I liked it, too. Chris Evans was really good in it. Besides, some generic courtroom drama and maybe some pacing issues. I thought it was a pretty good movie too. I thought it was sweet, like you said. Got me a little teary-eyed a few times. I enjoyed it. Alright, so that was our best. We do have, I guess, two different worsts, even though you've only seen two movies. But my worst, once again, you are missing out on these animated gems. I got the pleasure of going to see the third Smurfs movies, Smurfs: The Lost Village.
Is it the third one, or is this the...
It's kind of a reboot.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, but those other two, I think, tanked this franchise because no one went to see these. I think last month I went and saw Boss Baby, and I said, Boss Baby is a Pixar classic compared to this, let me tell you. This movie was garbage. I fell asleep multiple times. It was so crappy, so cliched, stupid jokes. I mean, it wasn't as bad as the last Ice Age movie, and it looked pretty. But, I mean, what animated movie doesn't look pretty anymore?
So, as I said, I only saw two movies this month. This is like back in August. I only saw two movies. And my worst was Suicide Squad, which is not a great movie. And Fate of the Furious. And, my worst movie is Fate of the Furious. Mainly because it's not as good as Fast 5, Fast 6, or Furious 7. And my main problem with this movie is it's not even the movie itself, it's the marketing of this movie. They showed all the cool stuff in the trailer.
You are still harping on these trailers giving away too much.
They do. That movie gave away all the cool stuff. Like if we had not gone into that movie, not seen that trailer, and we saw The Rock push the missile, we would have been, oh, that's so cool. And that's the problem with every one of these Fast and Furious movies. They show all the cool stuff in the trailer. The stuff with when they're trying to stop Dom's car, you saw that in the trailer. You saw all the cool action stuff in the trailer. And another bad thing about this movie was, I don't know if it's really a negative. And, well, first off, Vin Diesel, I mean, I'm interested to see that Hobbs and Jason Statham team up movie more than I'm interested in next Fast and the Furious movie.
So you're on a hating Vin Diesel kind of.
Well, it's just
train,
that
whatever.
it's just like he wasn't the thing I liked about the movie. The thing I liked about the movie was Jason Statham and The Rock.
This was probably in the running for best with me. I like Gifted a little more, but like you said, April just there wasn't a whole lot of movies, so you know I didn't like Fate of the Furious as much as 5 or 6 or 7 either, really. So.
It's not a movie I'm gonna be rushing out to get the Blu-ray of. Let's just say that.
I mean, I will because I'm a completionist, but yeah,
Crazy.
It's okay. It's nothing that's gonna blow you away. All right, let's go into our classic movie reviews. I got to pick this month, and I picked Kill Bill Volume 1, my personal favorite Quentin Tarantino movie, and I rewatched it, and it's still my favorite. I, consider them as one whole movie, not just Volume 1's the action-packed part, and then the second part.
There's a lot of story in Kill Bill Volume 1. I mean, there's not much action in it, really.
But it's got, classic Tarantino dialogue, but then you get his kind of homage to all, Asian film, martial arts film in there, too. So
we also get the classic Tarantino of starting the movie midway through, then going
yep,
in the
it's
past.
all choppied up. There's a great animated scene in this movie that I really like.
Scene.
Anime, yeah. There's just a lot to love here. What did you think? Because this was your first time seeing this movie.
Yeah, I've seen pretty much all the Tarantino movies except for the next Kill Bill, and I haven't seen Jackie Brown.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one yet.
And let me just start with a negative. I won't even say this is a negative. This is probably my least favorite Tarantino movie. And Tarantino has made some of my favorite movies like Pulp Fiction, Reservoir Dogs, Inglourious Basterds, Django Unchained, Hateful Eight, just naming off a few, and pretty much all of the ones I have seen. And to be honest,
you like Django Unchained better than this?
Yes, I actually love Django Unchained more than this. But I'm giving this movie an A-, and my review will be up one day. But I'm probably gonna say this in my review of it is when I see Volume 2, I could give this movie an A+ just to give them both. I almost just watched there was a version of Kill Bill where it was Volume 1 and 2 together. I almost just watched that.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to watch a 3-hour movie. So
these movies came out a year apart, if I remember correctly, and I remember going and seeing Volume 1 in theaters, and then it just kind of cutting off. If I remember correctly, this was supposed to be one movie, and the studio or something cut them in half or something. I don't know, but I think the second part you'll like it a little bit more. I'm just glad you liked it.
I liked it, and it's probably the best movie you've ever made me watch. All right, and now it's time for Darth Easy to make Randy Cage suffer or enlighten him, however you want to look at it. He's probably thinking more suffer. And when I'm on top 10 movies of all time, I always see this movie at the number 1, and you haven't guessed it. We are going to be watching the supposed greatest movie of all time, Citizen Kane. And I'm really looking forward to watching it. And
what's the year of this movie?
I think it's 1940s or 1939.
So it's black and white?
Black and white.
Yay. Can't wait.
So I'm really looking forward to watching Citizen Kane for the first time. And who knows, I'm probably going to love it. You're probably going to either hate it or you're going to love it.
We'll see. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think there'll be a middle ground for me on it, but we'll see.
Alright, now it's time to move on to the movie news. Our first news story of the month is Josh Brolin has cast as Cable, his third comic book character. What do you think about this one?
What was his first?
Jonah Hex.
Oh, Jonah Hex.
And Thanos.
I never saw Jonah Hex.
It's not good. The main villain uses Dragon Balls to destroy the world.
Josh Brolin really isn't one of my favorites, but
oh, he's a good actor.
I was kind of
Stephen Lang's not a good actor.
I was always on the Stephen Lang as Cable kind of thing, but I don't really know a whole lot about Cable. I'm sure he's going to do great.
He's the son of Cyclops and Jean Grey, I believe.
Really?
And he has time travel powers. He's from the future. So, it'd be cool because Cable can bring the X-23 for Logan. And he's like, you come. Deadpool's like, you, get out of that movie, come with me.
He's like part of the X-Force, which they were trying to make eventually. So.
Yeah.
So that would be cool if he brought the girl, because I really did like that girl who played X-23. That'd be cool.
Yeah. So, and I think Josh Brolin's a really good actor. He's been in a lot of cool stuff. I mean, he's only Thanos in Infinity War, and who knows if he's the villain in the next one. And I'm really interested in Josh Brolin because he's been in a lot of good movies, and I'm really looking forward to him. Alright, our next movie news story is Carrie Fisher will not be in episode 9. What do you think about this one?
I really don't know. I mean, that's got to be so confusing for Colin Trevorrow, who's doing episode 9, because, I mean, her death's so sudden. They had already filmed everything in episode 8, and now you're just saying we're going to basically keep that how it is, and she's not going to be in 9 at all?
Well, the way I've been understanding it is they said Carrie Fisher is not going to be in episode 9, but Princess Leia, they never said Princess Leia won't be in episode 9. Now, here's my thing about it. I've been listening to Jedi Council, and I've been here on Collider, and they've been basically saying that will they recast Leia? I hope they don't, be perfectly honest. I mean, I do understand the idea that to finish Leia's story, but to be honest with you, I think what you could do for episode 9, this is my pitch, is you basically just say we have orders from the general, and you can throw in a hologram telling that we have to attack this ship right here. You don't actually have to have her in there because she could be a figure from afar.
I like your idea way better, unless maybe in episode 9 they have something a little bit meatier, like, you know, they need some conclusion between her and her son or something. If that's the case, you don't really want to do that over a hologram or just then maybe they would need to recast it.
Yeah.
I mean, but if they're just going to do something like just have a random little cameo, then don't recast her. Do like a hologram or just, mention her or something.
Alright, our next movie news story is Jeff Goldblum joins Jurassic World 2. What do you think about this one?
I like it. Because Jeff Goldblum is one of my favorite characters in the old Jurassic Park.
I want the Jeff Goldblum we got from Jurassic Park, not Jurassic Park the Lost World. Because Jeff Goldblum's character in Lost World is not great. And then you have the gymnastics girl.
I like the Lost World. I think that's a very underrated movie. I mean, it's still Steven Spielberg. It's still awesome in my opinion. The whole end act probably could have been trimmed out, but
now the question about this movie is Jeff Goldblum a cameo or is he a character?
Role.
And I mean, but here's the little wrinkle.
No.
Remember the movie? Remember the other iconic character Jeff Goldblum was in? Oh wait, Independence Day. And remember that really great movie, Independence Day Resurgence?
But I don't really think that was his fault. I mean, he was okay in that.
But you can surround the movie with the greatest cast in the world, and it can still suck. But here's the difference: the director of Independence Day, I don't really want to mention his name. It's nothing compared to J.O. Bayona.
Yeah.
Monster Calls was awesome. I didn't like Jurassic World that much. It's a movie I probably never want to watch again. And
I went and saw it like 3 times in theater and bought it on Blu-ray. I love Jurassic World.
I saw it once, and the best part about that movie is the end fight scene.
I'm way more interested than old cast members coming back. Like, I love Jeff Goldblum. I'm more interested in the plot. I want to know what the plot of this movie is, because if they're going back to that damn island, then I'm going to start getting a little nervous. I do not want another go to the island and try and escape. I do not want that. I want them in the United States or somewhere else in the world.
The only way I'm going to get really excited for Jurassic World 2 is they basically say, we changed the title of Jurassic World to something else, and then a big sign that says Jurassic War. That'd be the only way I get really excited for Jurassic World 2.
I mean, we'll see.
Our final movie story is the new M. Night Shyamalan movie is coming out. Can you believe he's making another movie and its people are actually anticipating it? It is a sequel to #spoilers for Split, a sequel to Split and Unbreakable. What? It's called Glass. What do you think about this one?
I think it's pretty freaking awesome because people have not been anticipating an M. Night movie probably since after Signs. I mean, or The Village. I guess The Village was the first one people were really disappointed with. And I loved Split. Like, it was my, one of my favorite movies that month, and put him back on the map because I didn't think for a long time I was ever going to like him again after what he did to Airbender. But I loved Split. I love Unbreakable. Unbreakable's still my favorite movie from him. And I like that we're building this M. Night movie universe, and we get a sequel to these movies, and they're bringing the cast back from both Unbreakable and Split. You're getting Sam Jackson, you're getting Bruce Willis. So yeah, please make a good movie. And
my only negative of this would be M. Night is I mean, a year ago we were just Shyamalan because I didn't like The Visit. I thought it was not a good movie.
It was okay, but yeah.
Because I'm not a big horror guy, but you know, Shyamalan went back to the roots, and then you had Split, which Split's like my second favorite movie of the year so far, and I really like Split, and Unbreakable is good too, and to see a sequel with Glass. My only negative, if I'm just going to be a cynic right now, is Bruce Willis has actually been good in one movie the last like 5 years. And that was Looper. I know you don't like Looper, but Bruce Willis was actually acting in that movie. And if I think Bruce Willis will try in Glass, but you never know. He could try to just be Bruce Willis.
One of the good things about his character from Unbreakable is his character from Unbreakable is like really, low energy, monotone, just kind of like. I feel like anybody could do. I mean, Bruce Willis surely can do this character. I mean,
right.
He's literally not that exciting or.
But I'm just saying his track record lately
yeah.
in acting, he's just been Bruce Willis, and I mean, look what he's done to Die Hard.
Yeah.
And that's my one negative. But
my negative is I'm scared that M. Night's going to get in his head again. They're going to give him a bigger budget, and he's going to make a crap movie, and then it's just going to. I'll never be excited about M. Night again if
my only fear is because he's so in tune with this world. This is his legacy. I mean, he had the character from Split since he wrote Unbreakable.
Yeah.
And I think he really just wants to tell this final story.
It'd be cool. It's gonna be like an M. Night Avengers movie. That's what it sounds like to me.
Or the end of a trilogy, Dark Knight Rises style.
Yeah. Sounds cool.
All right.
Guess now we're gonna get into trailers. We got 5 trailers to talk about this episode, and we're gonna start off with Star Wars: The Last Jedi because
it was a great trailer. I mean, I really loved it. I do think Campy is probably right about The Last Jedi. Is that it's not the best show, but it does play because we're such Star Wars fans that we're like, oh, Star Wars, and we're just like, oh, it's so cool. But there are some cool stuff. Like, I mean, we could talk about this trailer for 5 hours and then get nowhere. And, is Luke going to end the Jedi? I think that's the first scene of the entire movie. I think Luke's like, Jedi's got to end. I've messed up. My dad messed up. Jedi just can't do this anymore. And the cool stuff, the thing whenever she's by the rocks and the rocks are moving, remind me of Man of Steel. And I mean, you say what you want about Man of Steel, but that's like one of the coolest parts of Man of Steel when all the rocks move. And I'm really looking forward to The Last Jedi. It's probably my most anticipated movie of the year, and I'm looking forward to seeing this. And I hope we just get one more trailer, and that's it.
The only thing I didn't like about this trailer was it wasn't long enough. It wasn't a full trailer.
It's a teaser.
It was awesome. It did a good job of not showing you anything, but still showing you just enough to get you pumped. I loved it. Next trailer we're going to talk about is Thor Ragnarok. This trailer had a Guardians kind of feel to it. It was very colorful, but it was beautiful and funny, and it looks like we're going to... The only thing that I didn't get enough out of this trailer was Jeff Goldblum, admittedly. You got him for just a second, and I want to see his character a little bit more, but Thor looked awesome. He's got a new haircut, which everybody's freaking out about.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
I mean, it has the thing I got really excited about this Thor movie was I'm not crazy about Thor 2. I think it's the worst Marvel movie. Thor, I really like Thor because I really like the director, Kenneth Branagh, did a really good job. And Thor Ragnarok looks really cool. And when you see Hulk comes in, and he's like, yes! He's like, we're friends, we work together. And he's like, Arr! And then he's just had that great buddy cop comedy kind of part, this buddy relationship that Thor and Hulk had in the first Avengers. It was like one of my favorite parts of the Avengers.
We got a cool look at, I guess, what's going to be the villain.
Hela, who is going to be deaf, who Thanos is obsessed with, and played by one of the greatest actresses, Cate Blanchett.
Can't even tell it's her, really. All right, next up we got The Hitman's Bodyguard. I saw this trailer right before we did our anticipated summer list.
So I get this one mixed up with the other Hitman movie. I'm looking more forward to.
This has definitely looked like a comedy. They were playing off of the old Hitman movie with Kevin Costner and Whitney Houston. They were playing the Whitney Houston song during the whole trailer, which I thought was really funny.
Okay.
And it was just them bantering back and forth for the whole trailer. I just like that Sam Jackson is getting a lot in return. Most of the time Sam Jackson is very dominant on screen. It felt like Ryan Reynolds holds his own against him. He even punches him in the trailer, which I thought was pretty hilarious. This almost, besides Baywatch, this is probably the next comedy that I'm looking forward to.
I don't anticipate comedies. You know me.
This looks pretty dang good.
It was alright. I mean, I'll be honest with you, I didn't see the whole trailer. It's kind of funny because people didn't anticipate it. I just cut a little bit of the trailer and didn't even watch the rest of it.
It's really funny.
And I thought it was alright.
All the comedy trailers I've seen here lately, I laughed more at this than anything else. So I liked it. Last but not least, Kingsman: The Golden Circle. The trailer kind of underwhelmed me. I didn't really like it, but I am really
Once
looking forward to
again,
this movie.
not a trailer, a teaser. Movie doesn't come out till September, so we're gonna get another really cool trailer. It's Matthew Vaughn, one of my other favorite directors, and just the way he makes movies. It was so great to hear that Matthew Vaughn come back to do this, because like Kick-Ass 2, Matthew Vaughn didn't come back direct, he just produced it. Kick-Ass 2 wasn't that good, and just some of the stuff was cool. You have the American Secret Agency, the Statesman.
That's like a second,
and
you see his base blow up, and that's about it. That's the gist of the trailer.
And then you have what's his name? Colin
Firth.
You have Colin Firth, who he's shaving. He's like Harry, and he has an eye patch, and I'm like, yeah, Harry. I mean, how that's going to play out? And we just go with reports of my death have been highly exaggerated. Yeah. And I mean, these movies do play at the old nostalgia of James Bond, and you can just make it like, oh, I had this little gadget, and it'd be perfect because it's a James Bond nostalgia.
I mean, I'm definitely looking forward to the movie. Trailer was just.
The movie didn't have to show me everything.
The trailer was just kind of for me. I'm sure the next one will be better. Now we're moving on to movies in the month of May. Like we said, summer is starting, and we've got a lot of good stuff this month, or possible good stuff. First, starting with the 5th, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. This is like, 3rd, I think, on my most anticipated list.
2 for me.
2 or 3, yeah. I'm pumped for this. I enjoyed the first Guardians. The reviews have been kind of mixed, but really on Rotten Tomatoes, it's high 80s.
It's making me nervous about it.
It's very high on Rotten Tomatoes.
The Smoes review of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 really lowered my expectations for this movie, because Christian Harloff basically said it's worse than Iron Man 2 and Thor: The Dark World, which are like my worst Marvel movies. And I mean, I'm looking forward to it. And so I was saying, it's like, this movie it's not about the story, it's about family. It's like Fast and the Furious that way. And I hear the movie's really fun in its way, but it's not as good as the first one. And it just continues this trend in Marvel, where the only franchise in the Marvel universe that the sequels are better than the original is Captain America.
Well, I mean, we got to see it first. You can't always trust critics. Like I said, it's still, even for the mixed reviews, last time I checked, it had like 87% on Rotten Tomatoes, which means most of the critics liked it enough to make it positive. And for me, Guardians was never one that I was not blown away by the first Guardians. I liked it, but so to me, I'm going in this with about even expectations. We'll see. I heard it's more joke, and not a whole lot of story, but I may like that better. Who knows? Because I do like the characters in Guardians. The 12th, King Arthur: Legend of the Sword. I've already seen this movie, and I won't give any spoilers, but you can go to my channel, and you're already here, but go and check out my review. I will say, before you say whether you're interested in this or not, it kind of was better than I thought it was going to be. I had, kind of middle of the road expectations, and I really enjoyed it. There's one thing I didn't like about it that kept it from being really good, but it's definitely a Guy Ritchie film. If you like Guy Ritchie films, if you like, don't get caught up in the whole, is this a realistic take on King Arthur? I mean, if you're going to do that, then you're not going to like it.
I'm really looking forward to King Arthur. This was my number 10 on my top 10 anticipated for the summer. I'm really looking forward to it. I love Guy Ritchie, Sherlock Holmes. I really like The Man from U.N.C.L.E. He's made some really fun action movies. And I'm looking forward to this movie. The cast looks really cool. I mean, you have the guy who was in the motorcycle TV show, Charlie Hunnam. He's really he's been decent in movies. And
He's good in this.
He's yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying. And then you have the main villain, who plays the main
Oh,
villain?
Jude Law.
Jude Law.
He was good too.
Good villain? Cool.
I
And-
liked all the cast.
And so, and the action just looks really cool. I mean, when I see this, my only negative will probably be it felt like a Guy Ritchie instead of a King Arthur movie. But who knows? I'm maybe more into a King Arthur than like a Guardians.
It was really funny too, and it's got that kind of quirky, smart humor, kind of like A Knight's Tale. I really like A Knight's Tale.
Yeah.
This felt a lot like that. And the music. I mean, if I walked out of that with anything else, the music was so good. This is my favorite score / soundtrack this year so far by a mile. So it was really good. All right, and next up we have Snatch. This is the newest Amy Schumer movie. They are definitely marketing this towards Mother's Day, daughters and mothers. They go off on an island, or go on a vacation, and they get kidnapped or something. Liam
Liam Neeson take it. That gets me every time. That's probably the only thing.
I like when she gives out her PIN number. I thought that was pretty funny. This could be complete garbage, but I'll probably see it because I liked the last Amy Schumer movie.
And you go see it with your mother.
And well, she's probably gonna go with my sister, but I will probably check it out. You know, I like Amy Schumer. Then on the 19th, you know, after I watched Prometheus last night, I got super pumped for this because Alien Covenant is coming out April 19th. And I watched Alien and Aliens, and I was kind of like, yeah, I still like them. They're not my favorite. Then I watched Prometheus, and I was like, man, this is a good movie. And now I'm really pumped for the sequel to Prometheus, which is basically what this is. But yeah, the new Alien, the trailers and stuff have been really good. It's Ridley Scott again.
It looks cool, and I really look forward to it. The alien looks freaking terrifying, and I may not like this movie because I'm not the biggest fan of Alien. I started watching Aliens. I'm not crazy about it.
On the 25th, we have Baywatch, which is my most anticipated comedy of the summer. Yeah. Oceanic motherfucker, I think's what he says. The Rock. You got
Zac Efron.
Zac Efron. Why can't I remember names today? Zac Efron.
Yeah, you're watching the
It looks like they're going for the 22 Jump Street kind of vibe. You know, it's got an R rating. The trailers have made me laugh. I'm looking forward to this.
Why she always look like she's running in slow motion? Oh, you see that too.
I never really watched the old shows, so
Yeah,
that's not going to affect me anyway.
Nope. Most I remember Baywatch from was SpongeBob SquarePants the movie.
Oh.
They had because they had David Hasselhoff show up in it, and this looked funny. And I mean, The Rock can do no wrong. I mean, my favorite part of Fate of the Furious was The Rock. Rock's last few movies have been really good. So I'm looking forward to Baywatch. Probably more than I should be.
Yeah, I mean, I hope they didn't give all the jokes away in the trailers.
Yeah, that's true.
They do that in comedies a lot. And then finally, we're going to close out the 26th with the 5th Pirates movie, Dead Man Tell No Tales.
Please.
I've got a good feeling about this one.
I mean,
I've been watching clips and stuff.
Randy, you have a good feeling about
I do.
Transformers.
have a good feeling about Transformers. I like Transformers. I've been rewatching the Pirates, and I'll admit, the second and third one are not very good.
So you finally admit it.
I'm going to admit it. You know, they're okay, but I haven't rewatched the fourth one yet. I can't remember if it's good anymore, so I don't know. My mind's all confused, but the trailers have been for good, and like we said, they showed this to some people, and they said it was as good as the first, or maybe as good as the first.
To be honest with you, I've not been watching any of the trailers or anything like the Orlando Bloom footage they've been showing, the Keira Knightley stuff. I've been avoiding that. The last trailer I watched was the trailer I put on our top 10 anticipated. It's the last trailer I watched. I'm not going to watch anything else unless it shows in a movie theater.
I don't think Orlando Bloom and Keira Knightley are going to be a very big part of this movie.
Well, apparently that's his son.
Yeah, they're not really showing him a lot. I think they're going to be a small part.
Which is good. And then the villain, Javier Bardem, he's such a good actor. I mean, I've said this before, Skyfall, great villain in there. And in No Country for Old Men, great villain. So I'm looking forward to Pirates. But I'll be ready to be let down.
Anyways, it's been a great month. Let's get this summer rolling. Make sure you check out our top 10 anticipated summer movies on his channel. I'll put it at the end of this video. And then, subscribe to both our channels. Subscribe to Darth Easy. Subscribe to me. Comment below. Do we need to add another segment or get rid of another one or one of these that we already done? Until next time,
All too easy.
peace out.
Now the moment you've all been waiting for. It's time for the Easy Cage Show.
All right, one more take, preferably without a easy leg cramp.
My foot lost my leg crap.
And that's gonna be it.